Hello everyone, how is it going? Hope you are doing okay. However, if you are on this video, it's probably because you have some issues with your vocal cords. Maybe they're hurting every time you go to talk, and you have no idea what's causing this. I was like this for 15 years, so I know how stressful it is when you have this issue. Now, I'll quickly touch on one condition that it may be. I think I might have this to a degree, but the other problem that I have is the main reason. But anyway, the first one I want to talk about is muscle tension dysphonia. I'll just quickly read it off the screen here. It says muscle tension dysphonia can be associated with stress and anxiety. Research has shown that under periods of stress, the muscles that control the voice box become tense. So if I focus on my vocal cords, it somehow makes them go tighter. I don't know. Maybe I'm adding anxiety to it. If I'm having a good day and my vocal cords aren't hurting and I realise they're not hurting, I'll fixate on it until it hurts. It's absolutely madness, isn't it? So with that condition, there isn't a lot to do. You've just got to learn not to become stressed and fixate on it. If you fixate, that's one of the worst things you can do. Okay, but that's for that condition. The other condition, and this is the main one, is called silent acid reflux. Now, you may have heard of acid reflux and people saying about heartburn and stuff. Silent acid reflux is slightly different to that. It is when you eat a type of food that you probably shouldn't be eating, and I'll go over the list in a second. It then brings up the stomach acid, and then it destroys or starts burning the lining of the esophagus and starts aggravating the vocal cords. It kind of feels like they're swelling up. So if you've got vocal cords that feel like they're inflamed, because that's what it basically is, your vocal cords are inflamed, it is very painful. When you go to talk to people, you just don't want to talk to people. It hurts. Why would you want to talk if it hurts? And it may not seem like a massive deal, but speaking for myself and other people that have it, it causes depression and suicidal feelings, because it affects your life. You can't imagine, like, when you go to talk to people at work and it's burning and hurting the whole time. It's depressing, it really is. So this video will hopefully help you, okay? So I will put this up on the screen as well, and it may look very depressing looking at it, because it basically says don't eat anything because it's going to aggravate you. But anyway, let's go over it anyway. So as I have pointed out, it's got some more of the information up there. Acid in the esophagus can cause injury to the lining, and it makes your vocal cords swell up. So to try and stop this, you have to decrease your total fat intake, because high fat's not good for it. Avoid large meals, avoid chocolate, avoid coffee, caffeine, alcohol, peppermint, spearmint, carbonated beverages, citrus juices, tomato products, chili powder, and personal ones to me, I can't have chocolate, almonds, garlic, possibly apples, anything that's kind of acidic. I know not all of the things I just said there is acidic, but those are the things that has aggravated my vocal cords. So what I did is, well, first try to absorb all that. That's a lot to take in. If you like your food, this is going to be a hard read. But this is what I typically have for my lunch. I'll get a picture up. Look how boring this looks. So I've got a plain tortilla wrap, some crackers and a banana. And then for breakfast I'll have something like porridge. So what I did was, I would have this, I started with this, and I ate it for quite a few days. And none of this food aggravated my vocal cords, so fantastic. Now, I'm quite boring. I'm quite happy to eat the same food over and over again, but a lot of you may not want to. You may want to experiment. So what you can do is start off with the same sort of thing as I did, but then gradually introduce new foods and keep a food diary. Like, I have my phone. I'm sure you have your phone with you all the time. Just write in your note app what food aggravates it, and sometimes it's really tricky to put your finger on it. I remember I was having some mac and cheese once with some garlic chicken Kievs. I was blaming the mac and cheese, thinking that was aggravating it. Turned out it was the garlic in the chicken Kiev that was aggravating it. And you'll know if it's aggravating because you feel it feels a lot drier and scratchy, and you'll just know. You'll know if it hurts. And that's what I did, so that I can introduce food So start from scratch, introduce new food, write it down, keep a diary, and see how you get on with that. Of course, I like to have chocolate now and again. I usually have this naughty food after work because I don't have to talk to anyone really. But if you're thinking about medication, there is different ones you can take. There's omeprazole, ranitidine. I have tried these and it didn't really help. Omeprazole maybe helped a little bit. But the best thing that I found to eat, and I have this after every meal, is, check this out, good old Gaviscon, because what it does, it just covers the vocal cords and soothes it. It's a really soothing sort of thing. So if my voice is maybe playing up a little bit, I've eaten something I shouldn't, maybe I've had a nice chocolate ice cream, and my throat's feeling funny, I'll just have like 2 tablespoons of this, and it's helped me. You may be different. You may be better off on the medication, or you could try this. I've got on prescription, so there you go. You could try that out. Oh yeah, another little things is I followed the list as well. So trying to avoid large meals. I've cut down on portion size and tried to not eat it as quickly. There's all these little rules that you have to try and follow now. But it's really not that bad. It's not that bad. If that's hurting that much and it's causing you depression like it was for myself and other people, then do what I just say. Just try and start at the very bottom, start very basic, and work from there. Like I have that nearly every lunch now, the plain tortilla wrap. Everyone like feels really sorry for me, but I'm like, no, I'm having the time of my life. My throat is feeling good for once. I don't care what I have to eat. Anyway, I hope this video has helped you. Please ask any questions if you have any. Man, there's always stuff I want to talk about, and it's not until I've done the video and I'm like, oh, I should have talked about that, I should have talked about that. But anyway, we'll stop there and hope for the best, but have a lovely day, and hopefully this will help you. This is what I've done to try and get rid of my vocal cord issues, so hopefully it will help you. Right, catch you later everyone, bye!